Hey guys, welcome back to episode 6 of Road to 500 mil, and it's been like 3 weeks since I've uploaded a video, and I am not happy with that, but I haven't made any money, so, well, I have now, but I hadn't made any money since then, so I had nothing to upload. But first off, in this episode, you'll notice I'm wearing a different set of armor than what I started this with my Torva and Drygor. I actually invested, and while I'm cooking, I'll explain why I'm doing that later. I actually invested in Tectonic along with a Virtus Wand. I dunged for a Farseer, and I also have a Virtus Book. I'm just not wearing it because I think the Farseer looks pretty good. And then I got Boots of Subjugation and Virtus Gloves, and I'm pretty much at the best mage DPS armor you can get in the game. Now, why would I do this? Well, my friends, Joe and Greg especially, had been soloing Nex and Tectonic for a while, and so they finally convinced me to sell my bank and buy Tectonic and try it myself. So, I would like to have recorded some of these solo Nex kills, but due to my computer's performance, I can't really record full kills yet. I should be upgrading the memory of it a bit sooner, or very soon, I mean, so that I can record. But for now, all I can do is take screenshots of the loot on the ground after the kill. But anyways, the story behind this was I had bought my Tectonic. I actually bought mine 4 days after Joe and Greg did, and I bought mine for almost half the cost that they did because it crashed so much, and it's probably still crashing now. Probably cheaper now than when I bought it, and I guess nobody wants to light a log here, but there you go. Get the guy with the Santa to do it. But, anyways, so it took me quite a while. I was very upset because I couldn't solo Nex. I couldn't get past Blood Phase. Everything else was a piece of cake, but Blood Phase was just, I could never get past the siphons. And Blood Phase pretty much determines whether or not you can solo Nex. If you can't do Blood, you can't solo Nex, but if you can do Blood, then everything else is a piece of cake compared to it. So it took me to about 97% on my Tectonic to finally solo it. I was getting really upset, but I finally got Blood down in 2 siphons on 1 kill, which for those of you who don't know, that's actually really good for Virtus Wand and Book. So now I've gotten better. Earlier I was on a 5 kill streak. So I'd done 5 kills in a row successfully, and then I failed my last 2 on Blood, of course, but it's no big deal. But either way, I have 90% left on the Tectonic once I check that, and there you go. So that's good because Joe told me it took him all the way to 91% on the Tectonic just to get a kill, so I'm already much farther ahead than they are. He soloed a Virtus Wand and made 140 mil, so I don't have anything on him there. He's gotten like 6 drops, and Greg has soloed Pernix Chaps, P-Chaps on his first kill, and then he hasn't had anything since. So I'll continue to solo, but the main thing here is that I actually have made money so far. Well, I mean, I guess I haven't really made money if you subtract the cost of the Tectonic, but when I go to the bank, I've been building up a loot tab. I guess I'll show that after I'm done cooking these logs, or cooking these lobsters, which I'm cooking to get 93 cooking so I can make some rocktail soup and ports. I have 250 spices. I've reached a cap on that, but I just can't make them. I have all the scrolls and everything except for the cooking level, so I need to train that a bit to get 93 cooking, and that's pretty easy. I mean, all I have to do is get some homework going on my other screen and do some cooking. But anyways, my loot tab, it's not really all Nex. There's also some others like Slayer things and some box trap things, but I actually have a Torva plate body. That was my first ever solo Nex drop. I got it today. I've been taking screenshots on my drops. I got Onyx Bolts and then T-Plate, and I must say that's a very good way to start your solo Nex kills. I think the only things that I've actually gotten from Nex, these. I did get a dragon dagger. Luckily I got coal with it too, or else it would have been a complete waste. But I think this is pretty much the tab. I did get a few more magic seed drops, but I went ahead and made a magic sapling so I could grow them for farming, and that's probably what I'll end up doing with those too. But when we add that, nice 16k on the dragon dagger. Dang, magic seeds have dropped a bit, but you know, it's a solid amount, and then you get to the T plate and you're at 93 mil. And this is rising, I think. Could be wrong, but yeah, it is rising, I've heard. So that's awesome. That alone pretty much pays for my Tectonic, and I've only used 10% of it. I still have 90% to go. I'll be soloing quite a few more, and so I'll be making a drop video as soon as I get some more kills, but for now I really can't, because I've only done about 10 solo kills where I actually picked up the or where I actually screenshotted the drop. So it's pretty fun. I'm actually quite happy with it. I was really frustrated at first because I couldn't do it, but now that I've got it down, I think it's really fun. And I really would love to stream this and make videos of it, which I should be doing as soon as I can upgrade my computer. I'll even maybe make a guide, because there are a few techniques that are really helpful, especially on blood, that can help people out, and it would be a fun guide to make too. So other than that, there are a few things that I'm training for to improve my nexing. I currently just use a Ring of Wealth. I'd like to do some dungeoneering for a Ring of Vigor. It'll help on blood, get me 10% more adrenaline when using Metamorphosis. Some other things I did is I did build back my Royal Crossbow, because you need a range switch for the minions, and so I'd rather do that instead of just using one chaotic crossbow. And then I also, like I said, dunched for this Farseer, which is really worth it. And I also bought Supreme Runic Accuracy, which ended up costing me 107k loyalty points. But thanks to the Super September, I was at 215k last night, and I still have 100k left. So I'm going to buy some keepsakes as soon as I have something to actually keepsake. But yeah, it's been pretty good. So glad to finally make a video again. I hope I'll get some more solo kills that I can actually record and upload them, but it's just whatever Next wants to give me. And then as soon as I can, I'll be recording the actual kills, and that'll be a lot of fun, because the kills are actually pretty fun to do. I'm not 100%. My success rate is probably, now I could probably do 70 to 80% success rate. But overall, I'm probably at around 50% or 40%, because of all the kills I did that I didn't know what I was doing. So, yeah, and then eventually, if I can find a team, we're going to go to Virago. But, I mean, Virago teams aren't very easy to come by. So, you just, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do, so most teams wouldn't accept somebody who's bad. It's kind of that way, but maybe, and we don't really have enough clan members to do it either. Not many of these. I guess we could get some of these people to go. I don't know. Anyways, that is going to be it for this episode. It was just kind of a update, but very successful update nonetheless. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As soon as like I said, recap, as soon as I get my computer upgraded, I'll be recording next kills and uploading them, and it'll be a lot of fun. Until then, I'll just be taking screenshots and making a drop video. I will be doing some cooking as well to stock up on some rocktail soup, and then I'm also going to be working on some fletching so I can make the superior scrimshaw of the elements, because I don't really like buying them from the GE, especially if they're not going to be as good. So yep, so that's pretty much it. Here's just a look at my stats. I don't think anything major has changed since last time, other than maybe some agility levels, but that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, even though it wasn't a very exciting episode. Lots of progress was made. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Give it a dislike if you didn't. And if you don't like it, you could tell me why in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And other than that, I'll see you guys in episode 7, where hopefully I'll be recording some more necks and getting some more drops.